All right, race number one, Mason, Logan, Colton, Andrew, and Alex. Our rookie class will be racing first. All right, race number one, making their way up to the driver's stand. If I can get my stadium truck guys out here to marshal, please.
Alex Dang, Mason Cassidy, Colton Merck,
All right, looks like we got 4 out of 5 on the driver's stand. All right, looking for a few more marshals, looking for my stadium truck guys. I need at least 4 or 5 of you out here. A couple of you guys want a marshal race too, that's fine, but I will need a full complement for this one. If you don't make your way out here for this one, I will expect you on the next one. All right, looking for a check on Andrew. Looking for Andrew Ivanova. Okay, looks like he's gonna miss this one. Whoa, Alex tried to do some stunt driving. That was almost really, really cool. All right, folks, keep the wheels moving. We're about ready to get this show on the road. All right, drivers, when you cross the line. Oh, careful on the back straight. That is clear. Oh, man. They are dropping like flies here. 20 seconds in, and right now I got 2 cars on track. All right, 30 seconds in, 3:30 to go. All right, Colton Merck going 21-4, Logan a 30. We got 45 seconds in, 3:15 to go. All right, we are 1 minute down, drivers, 3 minutes left.
3 minutes left.
Colton Merck out front, followed by Logan Holst. Logan just resetting fast time there, going 19.8. So gap between Colton and Logan, about 6 seconds. Colton on a 10-lap pace, Logan on a 9-lap pace. Minute 15 down, 2:45 remains. And just a little encouragement to my 3 other drivers that might not make it back out. We do have a second round of qualifying and a round of main events to look forward to. All right, 140 down, 2:20 to go. Colton Merck now 11-lap pace. Logan almost on an 11-lap pace himself. We're approaching halfway, drivers. All right, we are 2 minutes down.
2 minutes left.
All right, Colton Merck, 11:24 pace. Got Logan Holst 10:05. Minute 45 to go, drivers. Careful up front. Got one down on the front double. Coast is clear. We got 90 seconds to go here. Minute 20 remains. Colton and Logan about 7 seconds apart when they crossed the line last. Got minute 10 to go, drivers. 70 seconds remain. All right, 1 minute to go.
1 minute left.
Colton 10 flat for pace. Logan 10:06. "45 seconds left. Fast lap still being held down by Logan, 19:08. Got 40 seconds to go. Next up is going to be our 40-plus heat. "15 seconds, drivers." And Logan Holst now to the top spot. It's going to come down to the finish here. These guys separated by just over 1 second. And time has expired.
Colton Merck done.
Right. Looks like Logan's sneaking by to get lap number 11. Still in progress. But as we call it in racing, this is a victory lap here.
All drivers are finished.
That'll be a race, guys. Logan Holst
Control
going
be done.
11:23. Got Colton going 10:04. All right. We're moving on to 40-plus. I
race is
might need
completed.
a little bit of help for this one. And regardless of if you finished or not, I will need all drivers who signed up for rookie or parents to marshal, please. All right, so I'll need Logan, Colton, Alex, Mason, and Andrew, or representatives on behalf. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Grasshopper. Martin White. Leader. Kevin Allen. AJ Cardinale. Rice Cakes.
All right, looking for a check on Steve.
Steve Lou.
All right, we'll look at Steve go by for one more lap here. All right, folks, loop will be going live. right, this is race number 2 on the road. This is 17.5 40 plus. All right, BG opens this one up a 15-1, Martin 15-6, Kevin 15-9. Yeah, David 16-1, Art 16-4, Steve 16-3, Mike 17-2. We're just 35 seconds into this one. And fast lap being reset, 15-1-09 by Martin White. 45 seconds in. Right now, Martin White up by BG up by 0.4 of a second. Martin 1 second ahead of Kevin. Kevin 1.8 ahead of Art. Art 1.3 ahead of Dave.
4
Dave
minutes
5
left.
up on Mike. Mike 2 seconds ahead of Steve. We're just 1 minute into this one. All right, Martin White going 15-0. Way to go. Race leader driving the blue car with the orange and white flames. Second place going to be the multicolored yellow, blue, orange, white. Not necessarily in that order. Minute 25 in, 3:35 to go. Martin currently on a 20:07, Brian 20:10, Kevin 19:04, David 19:16, Art 18:02, Mike 18:15, Steve on a 17. Got a $140 down, 3:20 left. Martin up by 0.9, Brian 2.8 ahead of Kevin, Kevin 3 ahead of Dave, Dave 1.3 ahead of Art, Art 4 ahead of Mike, Mike 4 ahead of Steve. 2 minutes in.
3 minutes left.
Martin now on a 20:07. Race leader making his way around the left side of the course. Race leader right behind the second place car. They're 1.6 apart on the clock. Martin 20:06, Brian a 20:11, Kevin 19:02, David 19:08, Art 19:15, Mike 18:07, Steve 18:15. Last time by, Martin going 15-0. 15:017 to be exact. 14:99 that time by for Martin White. Yeah, 2:45 down, 2:15 to go. It's actually a 14,999. Backing it up a 15-1. That puts the pace at 20:05. Kevin 19:01, Brian 19:02, David 19:07,
2
Art
minutes left.
19:15, Mike 18:04, Steve 17 flat. A minute 55 remaining in this race. Martin White 20:05. He's now 7 seconds up on second place. Kevin 0.7 ahead of Brian. Brian 1.9 ahead of Dave. Dave 5.9 up on Art. Art 2.9 ahead of Mike. Mike 5.6 ahead of Steve. Minute 30 to go, drivers. 90 seconds remain. Minute 20 to go. Martin, Kevin, Brian, David, Art, Mike, and Steve, your full running order. Martin 20:05, Kevin 19 flat, Brian 19:01, David 19:06.
1 minute left.
Art 19:15, Mike 19:16, and Steve 18. Yeah, 50 seconds to go, drivers. $45 seconds remain in this one. Martin now 9 seconds up on Kevin. Kevin 0.1 ahead of Brian. Brian 4.3 ahead of Dave. Dave 7 ahead of Art. Art 0.3 ahead of Mike. Mike 13 up on Steve. 30 seconds remain, drivers. Close battle here. Brian and Kevin both on 19 flat .1s. And we got Art and Mike both on 19:14. Those are your two battles right now with 10 seconds remaining. You got 17.5 Sportsman Buggy up next.
Grasshopper done. Martin White done. Rice Cakes done. Leader done. Kevin Allen done. AJ Cardinale done.
Uno Mas.
All drivers are finished.
All right, Martin White going
Steve Lowe
2006, Kevin 2015, Brian 2016, David at 1906, Mike 1911, Art 1918, Steven 1810. All right, so I'm going to have Mike Hughes and Art Cardinale marshal race number 4 instead. So you guys can take a breather.
The race is completed.
This is race number 3. That will be 17.5 Buggy Sportsman, Ben, Theo, Pac-Man, and Mark.
Mark Humans.
All right, we're doing live loop starts here for round 1. Round 2 will be based on qualifying order.
Ten Quartet. Ben Halverson.
All right, let's get most of 40 plus. Art, I need your marshal race 4 instead, please. Thank you, sir. All right, we got Dave, Kevin, Brian, Steve. You got someone in the corner here? Is there someone in that corner? Cool. Awesome. All right, I think we're good to go in regards to marshals. It looks like Pac-Man's still waiting for his car to arrive.
Pac-Man.
All right, we'll give Pac-Man one more lap here. All right. I'll give Theo another lap too. Why not? All right, guys. It is time to get this show on the road. All right, we got Ben going 18.6. Mark an 18.2, Theo 17.5, Pac-Man a 20. Got 30 seconds in. All right, fastest lap so far going to be the mustard yellow. We asked Theo what his preference was. Is he mustard? Is he a school bus? Is he a banana? He decided on mustard. 55 seconds in, 4:05 to go.
4 minutes left.
All right, we're 3 laps in the books right now. It's Mark, Theo, Pac-Man, and Ben. Fast lap being reset by Mark Humans at a 16.9. Got Theo 17.5, Pac-Man 18.5, Ben 18.6. Still early, $120 down and 340 remaining. There we go. Pac-Man getting in the 17s, starting to get in the rhythm. Pac-Man doesn't have as much time on this track layout as a lot of his competitors, but he's adapting nicely. Holding down the 3 spot right now. So we got Mark 3 seconds ahead of Theo. Theo 6 ahead of Pac-Man, and Pac-Man 1.5 ahead of Ben. 1:50 down, 3:10 to go. Right now it's Humans on 18.13.
3 minutes left.
Lynn on a 17.05. Cassidy on a 16.07. Halverson on a 16.08. Yeah, 210 down, 250 to go. A little help up front, please. Thank you, sir. 225 in, 235 to go. All right, Mark Humans, 18-13 in the works. He's 4 seconds up on Theo. Theo on a 17.05. He is 10 seconds up on Ben. Ben on a 16.08. He's just 1.7 ahead of Pac-Man, who is on a 16.11. Yeah, 250 down, 210 to go. Humans 16.9 for a fast lap. Got Halverson just going 17.1. He's having fun. 305 down, a minute 55 to go. Humans, Lynn, Halverson, and Cassidy, your full running order. Humans now 5 seconds up. Closest battle right now, Ben versus Paxton. Just 1.3 seconds apart. Minute 30 to go. Drivers, 90 seconds remain. This is race 3 on track. Minute 10 remains. 70 seconds to go. Mark Humans going 16.8. He's doing great. Backing it up with a 16.9. Doing just fine.
1 minute left.
You heard the man. 1 minute to go. All right, 45 seconds left. $35 seconds remain. $15 seconds, drivers. Humans continues to lead, 18-11. 10 seconds up on Theo. Theo 19 ahead of Ben. Ben and Paxton still not decided here. A little help up front, please. Keep going, drivers. Keep going.
Ben Halverson done. 10 Quartet done. Mark Humans done. All drivers are finished.
That'll be a race, guys. It's going to be
Pac-Man
Mark going 18-13. Theo 17.05, Ben 16.10, and Pac-Man 16.15. All right, good job, drivers. I'm going to need
The
y'all to
race is
come on
completed.
out and turn marshal, please. Also going to need Art and Mike. They are on the way already. Thank you, guys. All right, this is 17.5 intermediate race number 4.
Greg DeVoe. Carter Garcia. Brian Merck. John Milio. Jimmy Blackwell. Ryan R. Randall.
Oh, we got a little mess on the left side. Got
Benders.
conga line there. All right, we need a little help on the West Coast,
George
guys.
Laxon.
I got Ben out there. I got Mike. I got Art. Looking for the rest of my group. All my drivers from the last race. We need a little help on the West Coast over by the Associated banner. Careful back straight. That is clear.
Brian Cassidy.
All right, we got our marshals out here. Thank you all. We'll get this show on the road. Loop is going live. All right, Brian Merck is 16-2. Jimmy going 16-2. Greg is 17. Ryan going 15-8. Brandon is 16-7. John is 16-6. And George going 17-5. All right, 35 seconds in, 4:25 remaining. Some of my drivers working on lap number 3 right now. $50 seconds in. Right now it is Ryan, Jimmy, Brandon, John, Brian, Greg, George, Carter, Brian, your full running order.
4 minutes left.
All right, we got just past the minute down. Ryan Randall, 19:09 for pace. Let's see, Ryan's still driving the silver bullet out there. Got Jimmy driving the orange and green. Brandon driving the green, purple, and white. That's your top 3 right now. Brian Merck in the 4th spot. Battling with John Melio. 1:30 down, 3:30 left. Jimmy B setting fast lap. 15-5, looking alive. Got Ryan going 15-8, Brandon 16-1, John 16-6, Brian 16-3, Greg is 16-1, George 17-5, Carter 16-4, and Brian Cassidy 17-5. Got 1:50 down, 3:10 to go. Two minutes
3
in.
minutes left.
So Jimmy right now on a 19:08, Ryan 19:11, Brandon 19:14, John 18:02, Merck an 18:11, Greg going 18:13, George 17:01, Carter 17:08, and Cassidy 16:08. 2:20 down, 2:40 to go, drivers. Jimmy 2 seconds up on Ryan. Ryan 2.8 ahead of John. John 0.9 ahead of Brandon. Brandon 0.2 ahead of Brian Merck. Now those guys about 2 ahead of Greg. Greg 2.5 ahead of Carter. Carter 0.02 ahead of George. We got 2:15 remaining, drivers. This is 17-5 intermediate race number 4 on track. All right, Jimmy B now 1.9 ahead of Ryan R.
2 minutes left.
Just under 2 minutes remain, drivers. This is race 4 on track. Expert 17.5 will be up next. Jimmy 2 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 5 ahead of Brian Merck. Merck 1 second ahead of Melio. Got Melio and Anders on near identical paces. Those guys find themselves 2.5 ahead of Carter. Carter 2.5 ahead of George. George 5.9 ahead of Greg. Greg 5.8 ahead of Cassidy. Got 1:30 to go, drivers. 90 seconds. Ryan Randall to the front, driving that silver bullet. Blackwell in the 2 spot, orange and green. All right, 1:05 left in this one.
1 minute left.
So Ryan 19:14, Jimmy 18:04, Brandon 18:06, Brian Merck 18:07, Carter going 18:11, John 18:13, George 18:15, Greg 17:06, and Brian Cassidy 17:14. 45 seconds remain, drivers. All right, silver car is the leader. Green and orange, orange and green, that is your second place. Third place going to be the white and purple and green. 25 seconds remain, drivers. Ten seconds to go. All right, folks, keep on going. Don't stop. Don't stop early.
Jimmy Blackwell done. Ryan R. Randall done. Brian Merck done. Manders done. Greg DeBow done. Brian Cassidy done. John Milio done. Carter Garcia done. All drivers are finished. George Laxon done.
All right, folks, that will be a race. Ryan Randall going 18:02, edging out Blackwell by just 2/10 in the end of things. Got Jimmy 18:02, Brandon 18:03, John 18:12, Brian 18:12, George 18:14, Carter 18:18, Brian 17:09, and Greg 17:11. All right, folks, we're moving into race number 5. That is Expert.
Martin White. Trevor Hughes. Grasshopper. Steve Lung. Kevin Allen. Rice Cakes. Too Soon Jr. Andrew Newell.
All right, if I can get all my drivers from that last race, I'm going to need your help out here. All right, everybody's checked in. Got my marshals out here. We're about ready to go racing, guys.
Oh, that was too good.
All right, folks, 15 seconds in. This is 17.5 Expert, race number 5. Got Martin starting off at 15.2, Brian 15.3, Jeff 16.2, Kevin 15.8, Andrew going 15.3. Got 30 seconds in. All right, Martin White going 15-1 that time around. Puts him on top of the leaderboard, 20.05. Got BG 20.08, Kevin 20.15, Trevor 19.02, David 19.05, Andrew 19.09, Steve 19.10, Jeff 19.14. All right, 1:15 down, 3:45 to go. We got BG making a run at the lead, going 15-0 that time by. BG on at 20.05 at the moment. Just 2/10 ahead of Martin. Got a minute 35 down, 3:25 to go. Careful in the middle, careful in the middle. 1:45 down, 3:15 remains. Oh, it's a battle out front. Martin versus Brian, just half a second apart. Brian 1.3 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 0.7 ahead of Trevor. Trevor 2.5 ahead of Jeff. Jeff 0.4 ahead of Dave. Dave 2.8 up on Andrew. Andrew 1.2 ahead of Steve. Martin White that time by 15:0. So Martin's pace 20:06, Brian 20:09, Kevin 20:14, Trevor also 20:14, Jeff 19:04, David 19:05, Andrew 19:12, Steve 18:03. Careful on the straight. Looks to be clear. 2:25 in, 2:35 to go. Careful on the left, guys. Careful on the left. All right, that's clear. We got 2:25 remaining here. 2:15 to go. BG falling down the leaderboard just a bit, but we still got 2:10 remaining. Field's still close here. Martin 4 ahead of Trevor. Trevor 0.7 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 2 ahead of Dave. Dave 0.7 ahead of Jeff. Jeff 0.1 ahead of Brian. Brian 2.4 ahead of Andrew. Andrew 11 up on Steve. Oh. Got a minute 45 to go, drivers. So Martin White still out front, 20:06. Got Trevor, 2013. Kevin. Well, Kevin 2014. Trevor 2015. David 19:01. Jeff 19:05. Andrew 19:05. Brian 19:08. So, oh man, that looks to be a race leader. A minute 15 remains, drivers. Martin White out of this one. That is going to allow Kevin Allen to inherit the 1 spot. So race leader now driving the white and yellow ride.
1 minute left.
Careful in the middle, guys. Wow, that was pretty nifty. Good job, Ryan. 50 seconds to go. Yeah, I wish I could move like that. Jeez. 45 seconds to go. Ah, man, Andrew's out of this one. 35 seconds to go. Wow, Trevor Hughes going 14:9. Ooh, threading that needle there. 25 seconds remain. Right now, it is Kevin, Andrew, Trevor, Jeff, David, Brian, Steve. Fast lap of this one going to Andrew Noah, the 14:8. Got Trevor right there, 14:9. Brian Gross, a 15:0. Martin White also getting a 14:9 in this one. Coming up on time, about to expire. Our closest battle to the line is going to be Trevor versus Jeff, just half a second apart.
Trevor Hughes done. Too Soon Jr. done. Grasshopper done. Rice Cakes done. Steve Loong done. All drivers are finished.
That'll be a race, guys. Kevin Allen goes
done.
2014. Trevor Hughes going 19:02. Jeff going 19:03. David 19:08. Brian 19:09. Steve 18:09. Andrew getting 15. Martin getting 13.
The race is completed.
All right, up next is going to be 21.5 Sportsman Buggy.
Mark Humans. George Laxon. 10 Quartet. Ben Halverson.
All right, looking for a check on Paxton. Also looking for some more turn marshals.
Pac-Man.
All right, can you use one more up front, guys? Need one more turn marshal up front. I should have plenty from that last race. Awesome, thank you. All right, we're going racing. All right, fastest opening lap goes to Mark Humans at a 16.7. Got George 17.4, Pac-Man 17.6, Theo 18.1, Ben 18.5. 35 seconds in.
Four minutes left.
All right, we got George out front. 17.01. Theo also 17.01. Pac-Man 17.10. Ben going 16.01. Mark at 16.05. Fast lap going to Mark, however, going 16.7. All right, minute 30 down, 3:30 left. Theo Lynn going 17.3 that time by. Uh-oh. Getting the mustard stuck in between the piping. So Theo having a lap to forget about there. Minute 55 in, 3:05 to go.
3 minutes left.
All right, 2:20 down, 2:40 to go, drivers. .235 in, 2:25 remaining. Yeah, George Laxon now to the front. He's on a 17.03. Pac-Man 17.06. Mark 17.09. Theo 17.14. Ben
2 minutes
16.03. 3 down and 2 to go. So at this junction of the race, got George 2.3 ahead of Mark. Mark 0.8 ahead of Pac-Man. Pac-Man 2.2 ahead of Theo. Theo 4 ahead of Ben. All right, we got 3:40 down and a minute 20 left in this one. George Laxon just 9/10 up on Mark. Trouble there for Mark, however. No, it's Ben. Okay. Yeah, Mark is driving a green car in the other sportsman race.
1
He's
minute
driving
left.
a maroon car in this one. 55 seconds to go here. George now 0.6 ahead of Mark. Mark 6.2 ahead of Pac-Man. Pac-Man just half a second ahead of Theo. Theo 13 up on Ben. 40 seconds left. Thirty seconds to go. Fifteen seconds left. Keep on going, drivers. Keep going. Do not stop early.
George Laxon done. Mark Humans done. Ben Halverson done. Pac-Man done.
That'll be a
drivers are
race, guys.
finished.
Mark
10
Humans
car take
taking
done.
this one by just about a second and a half. So Humans going 17:03, Laxon 17:04, Pac-Man 17:11, Theo 17:13, and Ben 16:08.
The race is completed.
All right, folks, moving into race number 7. That is going to be 21.5 Expert.
Too Soon Jr. AJ Cardinale. John Millio. Andrew Newell. Jimmy Blackwell. Ryan R. Randall. Nelson B.
All right, you need all my drivers from that last race. I'm going to need your help. Mark, George, Pac-Man, Theo, and Ben. All right, looks like got Ben, got Mark, got George, got Pac-Man. Theo, I'm going to need you on the left. I think Theo could use a little bit of help on the left. Hey, Pac-Man, can I get you to help Theo out over there, please? And thank you. All right, folks, we are going racing. All right, opening lap for Nola, 15.4. And he's looking for more. All right, Noah backs it up at 16.0. Right now, based on those 2 laps, Andrew's pace currently 20.14. Got Ryan 19.02, Art 19.08, Jeff 19.16. Got Jimmy 18.07, Nelson 17.06, John 16.05. We got 1 minute down, 4 minutes remaining.
left.
Right now it's Andrew out front, 2013. He's 1.5 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 0.4 ahead of Jeff. Jeff 0.3 ahead of Art. Art 3.2 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 0.09 ahead of Jimmy. Jimmy 2.5 ahead of John. Got minute 20 down, 3:40 to go. Andrew, Jeff, Art, your top three, followed by Ryan, Nelson, Jimmy, and John. Minute 40 in, 3:20 left. Right now, Noel leading by 1.9. We got Jeff 1.2 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 0.2 ahead of Art. Art 3.5 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 3.8 ahead of Jimmy. Jimmy 3.2 ahead of John. All right, folks, we're approaching 2 minutes down.
3 minutes left.
Yeah, Jeff Miranda going 15.4 last time by. So a fast lap set a 15.429 out of Andrew, 15.430 from Jeff, 15.498 for Art, 15.8 for Ryan, 15.9 for Nelson, 16.0 for Jimmy, 16.2 for John. Yeah, 2:25 down, 2:35 left. Andrew Knoll going 15.413. He's listening. We got 2:30 down, 2:30 to go. Another 15.4 from Andrew Knoll. He's been on a tear recently. Andrew putting down some really good lap times on Wednesday, and that trend is continuing tonight. 15.2 that time by for your race leader. That might be the 21.5 track record
2
right
minutes
now.
left.
All right, we got just under 2 minutes to go. Andrew 2012, Jeff 1902, Art 1911, Ryan 1912, Nelson 1914, Jimmy 1816, and John 1703. Minute 35 remains. Wow, John Melio with good looking lap there, 15.8. Andrew getting even quicker, 15.205. Got just over a minute to go, drivers.
One minute left.
Andrew 2011, Jeff 19 flat, Art 1910, Nelson 1912, Ryan 1803, Jimmy 1812, John 1814. Last time around, Jeff Miranda going 15.3. Way to beat. Oh, we're 45 seconds to go. This is race number 7 on track. Race number 8. The Ocho will be stadium truck tonight. 30 seconds left, drivers. And Jeff Miranda now to the front. Andrew having a 19-second lap there. Oh, this one might come down to the finish here. Jeff and Andrew just 8/10 apart. Ah, trouble for Andrew. 2 seconds left. Keep going, guys. Keep going.
Too soon Junior done. Andrew Knoll done. AJ Cardinale done. Nelson B done. Ryan R. Randall done. Jimmy Blackwell done.
That'll
All
be a
drivers
race.
are finished. John Million
Jeff
done.
Miranda going 19 flat. Got Andrew Knoll 1904. Art going 1909. Nelson 1910. Ryan 1804. Jimmy 1810. John 1812.
The race is completed.
All right, moving in to stadium truck. All right, folks, so I'm putting the finishing touches on my truck. Hopefully I'll be joining you guys next week.
Steve Loon. Leader.
Got one down up
David
front, guys.
Wool.
Be careful up front.
Rice Cakes. Nelson B.
All right, I'm going to need all my drivers from that last group to report to the track.
Can't park your car there.
Wow. Almost. Oh, yeah, check that turnbuckle. Oh, while you're there. Right? It looks like it is not just popped off.
I gotta get mine running again.
10-car Ted. Mark Humans.
That was impressive.
I think so.
Who's in the yellow car?
All right, get George checked in here. Hold on. All right, let's get George across one more time.
George Laxon.
Cool, let's get Mark Humans across. Humans. There we go. That works.
Mark Humans.
What is happening?
Oh. All right, folks. We're going racing in less than 5. All right, Nelson going 16-6, Brian 16-7, Mike 17-3, David 18-3. All right, we're 30 seconds in. Nelson with the fastest opening lap. But BG responds with the 15-6. He is in the mix. 40 seconds in. All right, BG out front. 19:05 at the moment. He's 1.6 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 19:15. Hughes in 18:07.
4 minutes
Noah
left.
going 18:11. Human 17:08. Laxton 15:10. And Lynn 15:18. All right, folks. 1:10 down. 3:50 remains. All right, 120 down, 3:40 to go. Brian Nelson, Mike, followed by David, Mark, George, Theo. All right, BG going 15-3. Way to be, BG. 145 down, 3:15 to go. Got Brian on a 19:02, Nelson 18 flat, Mike an 18:07, David 18:08, Mark 16:03, George 15:08.
3 minutes left.
All right, you heard the man. 3 minutes to go. 2:15 down, 2:45 left. All right, 2:25 in, 2:35 remaining. Yeah, Brian going 15-1 that last pass. His pace almost 20 laps. Got Nelson on 18:01, Mike in 18:06, David 18:08, Mark 17:15, George 15:05. All right, we got just over 2 minutes left.
Two minutes left.
All right, Brian, Nelson, Mike, followed by David, Mark, George, Theo. BG on a 19:02 right now. Nelson 18 flat, Mike 18:06, David 18:10, Marcus 17:18, George is 16:13. Careful, end of the straight, guys, end of the straight. Beginning of the straight. And in the middle, going up the ladder. All right, track is clear. Well, prior to that, BG with a 10-second lead, so I think he is safe. Minute 10 to go. And lead down to about 5 seconds at this junction of the race. Yeah, a minute to go.
1 minute left.
Brian 19:11, Nelson 18 flat, Mike in 18:05, David 18:11, Mark going 16:01, George 16:11, Theo. Well, looks like he's going to finish with 6 laps. 45 seconds remain. $35 seconds remain. All right, 15 seconds to go. Ten seconds.
Nelson B done. Leader done.
Yep, it looks like
George
I'm going to be
Laxon
gluing
done.
up some truck tires tomorrow.
Rice cakes done.
Got 2 more.
David Newell
Dos
done.
Mas.
All drivers are finished.
That'll be a race, guys. That'll be a
Mark
race.
Humans done.
Brian going 19:09. Nelson 18 flat. Mike 18:05. David 18:17. Mark 17:16. George is 16. Theo a 6.
The race is completed.
All right, guys, take 5 minutes, and we'll get back into round 2.
Colton Merck. Woe Trolley. Alex Dang.
All right, folks, let's go racing. Race number 1 is going to be Logan, Colton, Alex, Mason, and Andrew. All right, this is our rookie class. Logan, Colton, Alex, Mason, and Andrew. All right, I'm gonna need my driver some stadium truck. Looks like Colton is ready to race. Yes. So this round we're going to go by qualifying order for our starting. So our starting order is going to be Logan 1, Colton 2, Alex 3, Mason 4, Andrew 5. All right, please wait for your name to be called. At that time, you may go. Don't worry, your time does not start until you actually go. It's okay. Just pull them back. All right, guys, listen for your name. Logan. Colton. Alex. Mason. And Andrew. All right, we're 30 seconds in. Alex is opening lap 20.2, Colton a 21.2, Logan 22. All right, we're 45 seconds in, 3:15 to go. All right, Alex Alex Dang out front.
Yeah, buddy.
It's a battle, though.
Ciao.
Right now, Alex and Logan 2 seconds apart.
3
Andrew
minutes
just
left.
0.8 back.
Dang, he's on it.
All right, we're a minute 5 down, 2:55 to go. All right, Andrew Ivanova setting fast lap so far, an 18.4.
Yeah, always happens that way. You can see that. Suddenly he's like, it's like putting on.
All right, a $1.25 in, 2:35 left.
You can run faster, but you don't know.
Right now, it's Andrew out front, followed by Alex, Logan, Colton, and Mason. A minute 30 down, 2:30 to go. Andrew Ivanova on a 12.404. Got Alex on a 12.12. Logan on an 11.10. Colton 11.21. And Mason on a 7-lap pace. We got a minute 50 down and 2:10 to go. Andrew currently
2 minutes
1.2
left.
ahead of Alex. Alex 10 ahead of Logan. Logan 2 seconds up on Colton. And Colton a lap up on Mason. Yeah, a minute 50 remaining, drivers. This is race number 1, round number 2. All right, Alex Dang now out front, 12.07 in works. Yeah, Andrew 12.16, Logan 11.06, Colton 11.10, and Mason 7.08. Minute 20 remaining, drivers. Alex 4 seconds up on Andrew. Andrew 7 ahead of Logan. Logan 8 ahead of Colton. Got a minute 5 remaining here.
1 minute left.
Send it.
45 seconds left.
Oh, one more over the hill, over the pipe.
Oh. 20 seconds remaining.
Oh. Dang. Can't get deeper in the corner.
Keep on going, drivers. Keep on going. Work together, guys. Work together.
Colton Merck done. Alex Dang done. Wo Trolley done. Mason Cassidy done.
All right, one more car.
All drivers are
And
finished.
that will be a race.
Andrew
Alex
Ivanova
Dang
done.
taking TQ, going 12.09. Got Andrew going 12.12, Colton 11.11, Logan 11.18, and Mason getting lucky number 7.
The race is completed.
All right, folks, we're moving in the 40-plus buggy. I'm going to need a little bit of help for this one, please. Get all my rookie guys, maybe some parents as well, maybe some volunteers. Going to need a little bit of help.
Grasshopper. Leader. Kevin Allen. Rice Cakes. AJ Cardinale. Steve Loom.
All right, give Marty just a moment here.
Martin White.
All right, guys, so once Marty's ready to go, starting order will be Marty 1, Kevin 2, Brian 3, David 4, Mike 5, Art 6, Steve 7. All right, folks, we are going with Martin on the tone. Kevin, Brian, David, Mike, Art, Steve. All right, we got Martin White out front so far, 20:05 in the works. Got BG 20:09, Kevin a 19 flat, David 19:01, Steve 18 flat, Mike 18:12, Art 17:04. These guys now working on lap number 4 for the most part. 1 minute down.
4 minutes left.
Marty 8/10 up on Brian. Brian 0.2 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 1.1 ahead of Dave. Dave 1.9 ahead of Steve. Steve 1.5 ahead of Mike. Mike 2.2 ahead of Art. Got a minute 15 down and 3:45 remaining. Martin White 20:09 in the works. He's driving the blue car with the orange and white flames. TQ of round number 1, 20:06. So Marty 20:09, BG also 20:09, Kevin 20:11, Bixler going 19:02, Steve a 19:15, Hughes also a 19:15, Cardinale on an 18. Got a minute 45 down, 3:15 to go. Right now, Martin and Brian 2/10 apart. Brian just 4/10 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 2.3 ahead of
3
Dave.
minutes left.
Dave now 4 seconds ahead of Mike. Mike Mike now 1 second ahead of Steve. Steve 4 up on Art. All right, your car's on runs that would gain them spots on the grid. Be Brian and Steve so far. Careful up front, guys. Careful up front. Careful up front. That is clear. We got 2:30 down, 2:30 to go. Martin White last time by, setting fast lap out of 15:1. Got BG 15:2, Kevin 15:2, Bixler 15:3, Hughes 15:7, Leung 15:9, and Cardinale at 15:5. Yeah, 2:15 to go, drivers. So Martin now 1 second ahead of Kevin. Kevin 0.2 ahead of Brian. Brian 3.5 up on Dave. Dave 10 ahead of Steve. Steve 2.2 ahead of Mike. Mike 3.9 ahead of Art. Martin White going 15:1 yet again. A minute 45 remains. Kevin Allen going 15:1 last time by. A minute 35 to go, drivers. Minute 30 to go. Martin, Kevin, Brian, David, Mike, Steve, Art, your 4 running order. Martin's pace now 20:07, Kevin 20:09, Brian 20:10, David 19 flat, Mike 18:02, Steve 18:02, Art 18:10. A minute 10 to go, drivers. We got 4 minutes down.
1 minute left.
Martin 1.6 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 1.9 up on Brian. Brian 4 ahead of Dave. Dave 12 ahead of Mike. Now Steve now 2 seconds ahead of Mike. And Mike 0.6 ahead of Art. Yeah, 45 seconds remaining, drivers. Martin 2007, Kevin 2009, Brian 2011, David 1902, Steve 1805, Mike 1806, Art 1807. 25 seconds remain.
Martin White done. Grasshopper done. Kevin Allen done. Steve Lung done. AJ Cardinale done. Leader done. All drivers are finished. Rice cakes done.
All right, drivers, that'll be a race. Martin going 2007. Kevin goes 2009. Brian at 2015. Got David 1902, Steve 1804, Art 1807, Mike 1809.
The race is completed.
All right, folks, same deal as last time. If I can have Art and Mike marshal race 4 instead, please. All right, this is 17.5 Sportsman on track. That'll be Mark, Theo, Ben, and Pac-Man.
Mark Humans. 10 car Ted. Pac-Man. Ben Halverson.
All right, if I can get my turn marshals out here, please. I need a little help on track. Let's get everyone except Art and Mike. Art and Mike will be marshaling the next race. All right, let's see. Who am I missing? I got Kevin out there. I got Brian. I think I got Bixler in the corner. Yep. I think I got Martin over here. Oh, there we go. All right, folks, let's get everybody into the staging area, which is just before the start-finish line after the last double. All right, folks. Paxton, you're too close. There we go. All right, folks, starting order will be Mark, Theo, Ben, Paxton. Please wait for your name. Mark, Theo, Ben, and Pac-Man. All right, this is 17.5 Sportsman Buggy. Oh, careful on the back straight, guys. That's clear. Fast lap so far. Mark Humans a 17.3. Got Brian Gross playing the role of goalie. 55 in, 4:05 to go.
4 minutes left.
So right now we got Theo Lynn out front. Pac-Man in the 2, followed by Ben and Mark. Minute 20 down, 3:40 to go. Right now, Theo Lynn on a 17:01. Got Pac-Man 17:14, Mark a 16:05, Ben 16:11. We're a minute 35 into this race. This is race number 3 on track. All right, Theo Lynn 17:01, Pac-Man 17:11, Mark right there 17:12, and Ben 16:08. Got 2 down, 3 to go,
left.
drivers. Fast lap being reset by Mark Humans out of 16:9. Got Theo 17:3, Ben 17:2, Paxton 17:4. All right, 2:30 down, 2:30 to go. All right, Theo Lynn going 16:9 as well. Ben Halverson going 16:8. Mark Humans this time by 16:7. Paxton this time by 17:0. These guys starting to hit mid-race form with 2 minutes to go. Just over 2 minutes to go.
2 minutes left.
Right now, we got Theo 18:16, Mark 17:04, Ben 16:01, and Pac-Man 16:05. Minute 50 remains here, drivers. Theo Lynn currently 3 seconds ahead of Mark, Mark 8 ahead of Ben, and Ben 3.5 on Paxton. Got a minute 40 remaining. Theo, Mark, Ben, Pac-Man, your full running order. And nothing set in stone here. Gap between Theo and Mark, only 2.5 seconds. Gap between Ben and Pac-Man, 0.3. a minute 15 to go. All right, folks, just over a minute. Theo going 16:9 that pass. Starting to feel the pressure, feeling the heat.
1
Mustard
minute
starting
left.
to boil. Who boils mustard? I don't. Got 50 seconds to go, drivers. So Theo 3.2 ahead of Mark. Mark 11 up on Ben. Ben 3.2 ahead of Pac-Man. Got 35 seconds remaining. This is race 3 on track. We're going into intermediate up next. Theo going 16:7. Mark going 16:7. New fast laps being set. Pac-Man going 16:8 that time around. These guys making a final push to the end. Closest battle going to be Ben and Pac-Man, 0.2 apart. That's 0.2
Mark
of a
Humans done.
second. Keep going, drivers. Keep going.
Ten Quartet done. Ben Halverson done. All drivers are finished.
And that will be a race.
Pac-Man done.
Theo Lynn going 18:15. That'll put him 2 on the grid. Mark going 17:03. Pac-Man 17:12.1. And Ben a 17:12.9.
The race
Good
is
race,
completed.
gentlemen. Thank you, sir. All right, 17.5 intermediate. It's your time to shine.
Greg Thibault. Ryan R. Randall. Jimmy Blackwell. Brian Merck. Vanders. John Milio.
All right. Art, I need your
Carter
help.
Garcia. George Laxon.
Looks like Austin Church jumping into this one. Did you get signed up in the shop, Austin? Cool.
Austin Church. Brian Cassidy.
All right, everybody's checked in. Let's give me a full house in intermediate tonight. 10 cars. All right, so drive accordingly, guys. Drive clean. All right, folks, let's line them up. Our starting order. It's going to be a fast start, by the way. 10 cars. Ryan 1, Jimmy 2, Brandon 3, John 4, Brian Merck 5, George 6, Carter 7, Brian Cassidy 8, Greg 9, and Austin 10. Whoa, 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 where are you guys going? Come back, come back. Not a main event yet. I know, you guys are ready for the main. I get it. So am I. Art gets it. All right, guys, we're going racing with Ryan. Okay. Brandon. John. Merck. Laxon. Garcia. Cassidy. Tebow. And Church. Oh, put him on the inside, please. "45 seconds in. Right now we got Jimmy B out front driving the orange and green. Got Brian Merck now in the 2, followed by Greg,
4
Ryan,
minutes
Brian,
left.
George, Brandon, Austin, John, and Carter. Just past the minute down, just under 4 minutes left. Take it easy, guys. Take it easy. You get a faster car coming up, give them some room. Right now, race leader is the orange and green machine. Second place driving the silver car right behind him. Got Brian Merck in the 3 spot. That's going to be a highlighter yellow, silver, and white. We got a minute 30 down, 3:30 to go, drivers. Right now, Brian Merck on top of the leaderboard, followed by Jimmy Ryan. Oh, now it's Jimmy Blackwell to the front once again, followed by Ryan Brian. George, Greg, Brian, John, Brandon, Carter, Austin. So out front, it's pretty close. Got Merck 0.3 ahead of Blackwell this time around. And
3
going the
minutes
opposite
left.
way now. Merck just 9/10 ahead of Randall. Randall 4 seconds up on George. George 3.1 ahead of Cassidy. Brian 1.2 ahead of Greg. Greg 0.6 ahead of John. John 10 ahead of Brandon. We got 2:15 down, 2:45 to go. Careful in the cinnamon roll. 2:40 remaining. Careful, back straight, back straight. Whoa, careful getting onto the back straight. We got 240 down, drivers, 220 to go. Jimmy B out front, followed by Merck, Randall, Laxton, Emilio, Cassidy, Anders, Tebow, Garcia, and Church. 2:05 remaining here.
2
Fast
minutes
lap being
left.
reset by Ryan Randall at last time by at a 15.7. Got Brandon going 15.9. Minute 50 to go, drivers. Minute 35 remaining. Jimmy on a 19.15, Ryan 18.03, George 18.09, Merck a 17 flat, Cassidy 17.10, Emilio 17.12, Anders 17.16, Tebow 16.07, Garcia 16.16. Got a minute 15 remaining, drivers. 75 seconds. A minute 10 to go, 70 seconds left.
One minute left.
1 minute to go. Jimmy on a 19.15, Ryan 18.01, George 18.08, Brian 18.14, John 17.08, Cassidy also 17.08, Brandon 17.10, Greg 16.07, Carter 15. You got 35 seconds left, drivers. All right, 25 seconds to go. Careful on the steps. All right, go ahead, Jimmy. All right, let that silver car by, guys. All right, orange and green first. Silver is second.
Jimmy Blackwell done. Ryan R. Randall done. Banders done. John Milio done. Brian Cassidy done. Brian Merck done. George Laxon done. Carter Garcia done.
One more, Uno Mas. And that
All
will be a
drivers are
race.
finished.
Wow, claiming
Greg DeVoe
TQ
done.
by 0.3 of a second. Going to be Jimmy Blackwell. Ryan Randall will line up two. We're going third place in that qualifier. That'll move him up to the 4th spot on the grid. Followed by George, Brandon, Brian, John, Greg, Carter, and Austin.
The race is completed.
All right, 17.5 expert. You guys are up.
Martin White. Trevor Hughes. Grasshopper. Too Soon Jr. Andrew Newell. Kevin Allen. Steve Loom. Rice Cakes.
All right, we'll get started in just a sec. 1 second. Get our marshals out in the meantime. Got all my turn marshals out here. Hey, Mom, check the front door. All right, I'll talk. Talk to you later. All right, folks, starting order is going to be Kevin 1, Trevor 2, Jeff 3, David 4, Brian 5, Steve 6, Andrew 7, Martin 8. Wait for your name to be called, please. Kevin, Trevor, Jeff, David, Brian, Steve, Andrew, and Martin. All right, Martin White going 15-0 on the opening pass. Andrew 15-3, Kevin 15-3, Jeff 15-6, Brian 15-8, Trevor going 15-6 here on lap 2. Bixler going 15-7. Oh, careful after the rollers. That's getting cleared up. Yeah, 55 down, 4:05 to go. Martin White going 14-8 last time around. Andrew going 14-7. So right now you're running order. Oh, we got Kevin now up front. Got Kevin, Martin, Jeff, followed by Trevor, David, Brian, Steve, and Andrew. 120 down drivers, 340 remaining. Martin White 2009, Kevin Allen 2011, Trevor Hughes 1901, Jeff Miranda 1901. Brian going 1910, David at 1913, Steve 1802, Andrew 1708. Got 320 left in this one. All right, Martin White 2007 is the pace. Kevin 2009, Trevor 19 flat, Jeff 19 flat. Careful on the straight, guys. That is clear.
3 minutes left.
All right, we got 210 down, 250 to go. Martin just 0.3 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 2.1 ahead of Jeff. Jeff 2.5 ahead of Brian. Brian 1.3 up on Trevor. Trevor 2.6 ahead of David. David 3.5 up on Andrew. Andrew 13 up on Steve. Careful up front, guys. Careful up front. Keep it tight. That is clear. 2:25 remains. Careful on the back straight. That is out of the way. $2:15 remaining. Right now, Martin 2007, Kevin 2010, Jeff 2013, all three faster than round one's TQ.
2 minutes left.
Got Trevor 1904, Brian 1907, Andrew 1911, David in 1805, Steve 1712. We got 1:50 remaining. Martin 1.8 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 1.4 ahead of Jeff. Jeff 4.5 ahead of Brian. Brian 1.5 ahead of Trevor. Trevor 1.1 ahead of Andrew. Andrew 7 seconds up on Dave. Got 1:25 remaining. Whoa. That was a little bit fast. Oh, well, that takes care of it. Just go ahead, Dave. You're good. All right, 1 minute to go,
left.
drivers. Martin 2007. We got Kevin 2009, Jeff 2015, Brian 1902, Trevor 1903, Andrew 1905, David 1807, Steve 1709. All right, 30 seconds left. Careful, back straight towards the end. Towards the end of the back straight, guys. Careful, careful, careful. That is clear. 15 seconds to go. All right, time has expired. Keep on going.
Too Soon Jr. done. Rice Cakes done. Trevor Hughes done. Kevin Allen done. Grasshopper done. Andrew Newell done. Steve Lung done.
Oh, shoot.
All drivers are finished.
And that is going to prove
Martin
costly.
White done.
It's going to be Kevin Allen taking TQ here. So Kevin, Martin, Brian, Jeff, Andrew, Trevor, David, and Steve.
The race is completed.
All right, we got Kevin taking TQ here. Martin will line up 2 on the grid, followed by Brian, Trevor, Jeff, Andrew, David, and Steve. All right, folks, race number 6 is going to
Mark
be
Hewins.
21.5 Sportsman.
10 car Ted. Ben Halverson. George Laxon. Pac-Man.
All right, I'm going to need a little help for this one. This is 21.5 Sportsman Buggy. I'll need at least 5 or 6 out for this one. A couple of you guys want to marshal the next one, that's cool, but if you're in that next one, you better marshal this one. All right. Well, looks like I have marshals out there. Starting order for this group will be Mark 1, George 2, Paxton 3, Theo 4, and Ben 5. All right, folks, we're going with Mark on the tone. George, Pac-Man, Theo, and Ben. All right, so it looks like, let these guys cross. Fastest opening lap going to be Pac-Man at a 17.6. Got Mark 18.2, Ben 18.5, George and Theo in the 20s. 40 seconds down. Mark Hewins responds, making his way into the 17s. So does Ben. And so does Theo. We got 55 down, 4:05 to go. Right now, Mark Hewins back to the front, but
4
trouble
minutes
for your
left.
race leader. Minute 5 down, 3:55 remaining. $1:15 down, 3:45 remains. Theo Lynn with fast lap so far, 16.7. We got Pac-Man 16.9. George going 17.0, Mark 17.2, Ben 17.6. Now minute 30 down, 3:30 to go. Just 90 seconds in. Mark, Pac-Man, George, Theo, and Ben, your full order. Careful in the middle, guys. Cinnamon roll. All right, $1:50 down, 3:10 to go.
Three minutes left.
All right, 2:05 down, 2:55 remains. All right, 2:15 in, 2:45 to go. Right now, Mark on an 18-14. Got George 17-11, Theo 17-13, Paxton 17-15, and Ben on a 15-08. Ah, Pac-Man gaining 2 spots there. Now he's in a battle with Theo for the 2 spot. We got 2:45 down, 2:15 to go. Right now it's Mark Human, 7 seconds up on Paxton. Paxton 0.2 ahead of Theo. Theo 2.1 ahead of George, and George 11 up
2
on
minutes
Ben.
left.
This is 21-5 Sportsman Buggy, race number 6, round number 2 on track. Pace is fairly close here. We got Mark 17:01, Paxton 17:10, Theo 17:12, George 17:14, and Ben 16:12. A minute 35 remains. Minute 30 left in this one. 90 seconds to go. Humans, Cassidy, Lynn, Laxton, and Halverson, your full order so far. Careful, back straight, go inside. Back straight, go inside. Back straight, go low. Nice footwork there, BG. 70 seconds left. One minute to
1
go,
minute left.
drivers. $50 seconds left. 5:02 go. So Mark on top of the leaderboard at a 17 flat. Pac-Man closing in 17:05. Theo 17:09. George 17:13. Ben 16:13. Got 35 seconds remaining, drivers. Keep going, drivers. Keep on going. $20 seconds. Careful, back straight. That is clear. $10 seconds.
Mark Humans done. Pac-Man done. George Laxon done. 10 Quartet done. All drivers are
All
finished.
right, Mark Human's going to
Ben
take that one,
Halverson
going
done.
17:01. The better is TQ by 2 seconds. Got Pac-Man in the
The
2
race is
spot. That proves
completed.
his grid position to the number 3. So our starting lineup going into the main events will be Humans, Laxton, Cassidy, Lynn, and Halverson. All right, moving on to race 7. This is 21-5 Expert. Jeff Andrew Art, Nelson Ryan Jimmy, and John.
Too Soon Jr. Jimmy Blackwell. John Milio. AJ Cardinale. Andrew Newell. Nelson B. Ryan R. Randall.
Yeah, if you ever need to control multiple cars at once, Sanwa is the radio of choice. You know, in case you want to ride your cars like roller skates. All right, I'm going to need some turn marshals out here, please. I got Ben out there. I got Mark out there as well. Cool. Pac-Man's in the corner. Got Theo up front and George on the West Coast. All right, our starting lineup is going to be Jeff 1, Andrew 2, Art 3, Nelson 4, Ryan 5, Jimmy 6, John 7. All right, folks, we'll get this one going with Jeff on the tone. Andrew, Art, Nelson, Ryan, Jimmy, and John. All right, we're 30 seconds in. Fastest opening lap going to Noel, 15.8, backing it up with a 15.9. Got Cardinale dropping a 15.7. Nelson 16.0, Jeff 16.1, John a 16.4, Ryan a 16.8, Jimmy 16.8. 45 seconds in. All right, Andrew Nelson Art, Jeff, Ryan, Jimmy, John.
4 minutes left.
This is 21.5, the expert division. Andrew Knoll currently on a 19.05 for pace. Trouble in the middle. That is, well, probably was your race leader at this point. Still got 3:35 to go. Fast lap being held down by Art Cardinale at a 15.7. All right, a minute 35 down, 3:25 remaining. Jeff Miranda, 15.7 that time around. Andrew also going 15.7. Minute 50 down, 3:10 to go. All right, 2 minutes in, 3 minutes to go.
3 minutes left.
Our Jeff, Andrew, Ryan, Nelson, Jimmy, John. All right, we got Jeff Miranda going 15.5. Looking alive, 19.08. Doing great. Andrew Knoll now 19.08 as well. Art Cardinale at 19.08. Ryan Randall 19.15. Nelson 18.09. Jimmy 18.10. John 17.10. Got 2:20 remaining here. Jeff Miranda out front. All right, Miranda's pace now 19.06. Cardinale 19.08. Knoll 19.08. Looks like Knoll off track. A minute 50 remaining here. So Miranda 19.06. Cardinale 19.07. Randall 18.02. Nelson 18.02. Jimmy 18.11. John 17.04. A minute 35 to go, drivers. All right, 90 seconds. Jeff 2 ahead of Art 6 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 0.1 ahead of Ryan. Careful up front, guys. Careful up front. A minute 15 remaining. A minute 10 remains. Jeff, Art, Nelson, Ryan, Jimmy, John.
1 minute left.
You heard the man. A minute to go. Got Stadium Truck up next. "45 seconds left. Jeff Miranda going 15.5 that pass. 35 seconds remain. "25 seconds to go. Jeff R. Nelson, Ryan, Jimmy, John, Andrew. Your full running order. 15 seconds left. Five seconds remain.
Too Soon Jr. done. Ryan R. Randall done. AJ Cardinale done. All drivers are finished.
That'll be a race, guys.
Nelson
Jeff
B. Dunn.
Miranda going
Jimmy
1903, Art
Blackwell done.
1909, Nelson 1912, Ryan 1801, Jimmy
The
1808,
race is
John
completed.
going 13, Andrew getting 9. All right, I'm going to need you guys to come on out and turn marshal. Up next is Stadium Truck.
Leader. Steve Lung. Rice Cakes. David Newell. Nelson B.
All right, I'm going to need all my drivers from that last race to come on out and marshal, please.
Mark Humans.
Ryan, your car sounds funny. Something sounded funny when you're taking off. Sounds like a grind. Don't worry about that.
All right, let's see, George, if I can get you across the line real quick. Just make sure you're checking in.
George Laxon.
Cool. All right, guys, starting order for this one is going to be Brian 1, Nelson 2, Mike 3, David 4, Mark 5, George 6, Steve 7, oh, there's Theo, and Theo 8. All right, guys, we're going Brian on the tone. Nelson, Mike, David, Mark, George, Steve, and Theo. A little trouble for BG here. All right, we got Nelson B out front, currently working in 1804.
4 minutes
Hughes
left.
in the 2 spot, followed by Gross, Leung, Knoll, Laxon, Humans, and Lynn. Yeah, just past a minute down. Theo, you're gonna have to pull that car off, it's broken. Theo, drive the car to Jimmy. Jimmy, yep, if you can pull that thing. Yeah, if your car is dragging the surface, you are not allowed to drive the car. Got a minute 30 down, 3:30 to go. We got Nelson 1802, Mike 1812, Brian 17 flat, Steve 1707, David 1714, Georgia 1611, Mark 1521. Careful in the back turn one, guys. Keep it tight, keep it tight.
3 minutes
All right,
left.
we got 2 down, 3 to go. Nelson on an 18 flat right now. BG 1808. Got Hughes 1811. Leung 1706. Noel 1711. Laxon 1604. Humans 15 flat. $220 down, $240 to go. Right now, Nelson 3.9 ahead of Brian. Brian 7 ahead of Mike. Mike 1.8 ahead of Steve. Well, now Mike 0.3 ahead of David Knoll. Knoll 1 second ahead of Leung. Got Steve 4.8 ahead of George. George 6 ahead of Mark. 240 down, 220 to go. Nelson B on top of the leaderboard. Driving that black and copper truck. Oh, he's got BG breathing down the neck. Oh, a little bobble. Oh, no.
2 minutes left.
Somebody lose a body clip or 2 or 3. Oh, back straight, back straight. Careful on the back straight. That is clear. Minute 45 remaining. Careful on turn 1, turn 1. That is clear. So Nelson 18 flat for pace. BG now 1804. Yeah, David 1817. Steve 1704. Mike 1709. George 1712. Mark 1613. Yeah, minute 25 remaining here. Nelson going 16-0 that time. Feeling the heat from BG. Careful in the chicane, guys. Left side. And that is clear. Just over a minute to go, drivers. 15-9 for Nelson.
1 minute left.
So Nelson now on a 19-14. We got Brian 1801, David 1815, Steve 1701, Mike 1707, George 1712, and Mark on a 16. 45 seconds remain. $35 seconds left. Oh, at the rollers. Careful at the rollers. 25 seconds to go. Got BG closing in on Nelson now. Just half a second back of your race leader. But he's coming up on a little traffic here. That's going to be George and Steve, perhaps. We got Steve and Mike sharing a can of paint. And time has expired.
Rice cakes done.
So Nelson gonna get the victory lap on this one. BGO so close.
Mark Humans done.
BG gonna hold on to TQ.
Steve Lung done. Nelson B done. David Newell done. All
That'll be
drivers
a
are
race,
finished.
guys. Nelson going
George Laxon
19-16.
done.
Brian 18 flat. David 18-17. Steve 1707. George 1714. Mark 1605. Mike getting 12. Theo getting 2.
The race is completed.
All right, folks. Get the main event set up here. We'll get racing pretty soon. All right, guys, we'll get our main event started at 9:15. That's about 5 minutes. Our first race up will be rookie Alex Andrew Colton, Logan, and Mason. You guys are racing at 9:15. All right, race be the same race order. Rookie, then 40-plus race 2. Sportsman, Intermediate, and Expert, 3, 4, and 5. Then we'll go Sportsman 21.5 for race 6, Expert 21.5 for race 7, and 13.5 Truck for race number 8. All right, folks, 9:15, we will get rookie started. I'll start calling you guys up in about 3 minutes.
Whoa trolley. Alex Dang. Andrew Ivanova.
All right, folks. Race number 1. It's going to be Alex Andrew Colton, Logan, and Mason. Turn marshals will be my truck guys. If I get my truck drivers out here to marshal, please. Careful on the back straight. Careful on the back straight. Be careful on the back straight. Go low. All right. There's Colton. How about Andrew?
Colton
Looking
Murr.
for my truck guys. I'm needing my truck guys to come out and marshal this one. That'll be Brian, Nelson, Mike, David, Steve, George, Mark, Theo. If you're not out here to marshal this one, I expect you to marshal the next one. All right, need a little help on the left side. Need a little help on the West Coast.
Mason Cassidy.
Once again, if you are not out here to marshal this one and you are a racing truck, I will need you to marshal 40 plus instead. Use one more on the left side. All right, spots are covered. Let's see. Theo, we'll have you marshal 40 plus. And Nelson too. Oh, there's Nelson. All right, let's get cars to the grid. Let's get everyone to the back straight. It's going to be Alex on the number 1, Andrew on the number 2, Colton on the number 3, Logan on the number 4, and Mason on the number 5. Walking speed only on the back straight, please. Okay, Andrew on the 2 spot. All right, we got marshals. We got a grid. Thank you, sir. Getting that perfect. All right, folks. Grid is good. Drivers, best of luck. We're going racing in less than 5. The leader getting a little kick in the butt to get him going. But he's going. Alex staying out front. Colton up to the 2 spot. Oh. All right, we're 20 seconds in. Alex staying out front. Got Colton Merck in the 2 spot. Got Logan in the 3, followed by Andrew and Mason. 30 seconds in.
Brian, Merck. I mean, not Merck. Never mind.
Yeah, there's Merck, Cassidy, Gross. All right, we're 50 in, 3:10 to go. Alex now 3.4 seconds ahead of Colton. Colton 3.2 ahead of Andrew, but trouble for Colton.
3 minutes left.
That's going to allow Andrew up to the 2 spot. Got 105 down, 2:55 to go. And it's going to be Andrew Ivanova out front. Alex in the 2, Colton 3, followed by Logan and Mason. All right, Andrew going 17-1 that last time by. A minute 30 down, 2:30 to go. All right, a minute 45 down, 2:15 remains. Careful in the middle, guys. Need a little help with the cinnamon roll. Thank you, Nelson. All right, now Andrew holding down an 8-second lead. Now a 12-second lead.
2 minutes
Yeah,
left.
Alex just 1.5 out of Colton. Colton 13 up on Logan. Logan a lap up on Mason. We got a minute 50 to go, drivers. $1.50 remains. All right, folks, if you didn't know, we're doing an on-road this Sunday. On-road Sunday. Whoa, careful in turn 1, guys. 2 down, turn 1. A minute 25 remains. Closest battle right now. Whoa, Colton almost pulling off the hidden wall ride. Got a minute 15 to go. Drivers 75 seconds remain. Right now, Andrew 15 up on Alex. Alex 6 ahead of Colton. Colton 18 up on
1
Logan.
minute
Logan a
left.
lap up on Mason. Colton going for that wall ride again. Oh, careful coming down the ladder, guys.
You're right. Inside.
Inside. Thank you, thank you. 45 seconds remain. All right, 35 seconds to go. $25 seconds left. This is race 1 on track. Got 40 plus up next. Ten seconds to go. And time has expired. When you cross the line, your race will be done.
Wo Trolley done. Alex Dang done. Andrew Ivanova done. Colton Mert done. All drivers are finished.
That'll be a race, guys.
Mason
So
Cassidy
your
done.
podium for rookie tonight will be Andrew on the 1, Alex on the 2, and Colton on the 3. Rest of the order will be Logan 4 and Mason 5. All right, we
race is
got
completed.
40 plus up next. I'm going to need a little help marshaling this one. If you're in truck and you weren't out for this one, I'm going to need you for the 40 plus race. Yeah, Theo, I will need your help on this one, bud. Cool.
Kevin Allen. Leader. Grasshopper. AJ Cardinale. Martin White.
I need a little help out the
Steve Wood.
cinnamon roll. All right,
Rice
if I can get
cakes.
my rookie drivers or representatives on behalf, either drivers or parents. All right, I need maybe one more on the left, one or two more on the left will be good. All right, lineup for this one. We are going to put Martin on the 1, Kevin 2, Brian 3, David 4, Hughes 5, Cardinale 6, Leong 7. All right, grid is good. Drivers, best of luck. This is 40 plus buggy. We'll be racing in less than 5. Here we go. Got Martin White leading them off. Allen right there. Gross in the 3, followed by Bixler top 4. A little bit of spacing between them and the next 3. And Gross making a move. Oh, a little bit of a collision there. Oh, a little bit of a collision there. Let's keep it clean, guys. Yeah, 30 seconds in, 4:30 to go. Right now, Marty out front. He's got 1.8 seconds back to Kevin. Kevin 0.7 ahead of Dave. Dave 0.8 ahead of Brian. We got 45 seconds down. Race leader off and away down the back straight through the left side. Martin White going 15-1 that pass. All right, we're 55 seconds in.
4 minutes left.
15-0 that time around. He is now 2.4 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 0.9 ahead of Dave. Dave 0.6 ahead of Brian. Brian 3.8 ahead of Art. Art 1.5 ahead of Mike. Mike 1.6 ahead of Steve. Minute 15 down, 3:45 left. $130 down, 3:30 to go. Minute 40 down, 3:20 remaining. Martin 20:05, Kevin 20:15. Well, I guess paces are irrelevant here in the mans. Got just about 2 minutes in. Martin currently 3.5 seconds up on Kevin. Kevin 1.4 ahead
3
of Dave.
minutes left.
Dave about 3 up on Brian. Brian 1.7 ahead of Art. Art 7 ahead of Mike. And Mike 4.5 ahead of Steve. Got 2:15 down and 2:45 to go. Fast lap, Martin White at 15-0. We got Kevin 15-2, David 15-3, Brian 15-3, Art 15-8, Mike 15-5. 2:25 in, 2:35 to go. Race leader has about a 3-second gap back to second place. Kevin that time by 15-1. He's having fun. Yeah, BG closing in on Bixler here. Half a second's the gap. Oh, trouble for Bixler. Marshall gets there before Cardinale does, helping minimize the damage. We got 3 minutes down, 2 to go. Little help.
2 minutes left.
Oh, Martin White, your race leader, making his way to the rollers. Second place through the chicane. Third place down the back straight. Minute 45 remains. Martin now 3.6 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 4.4 ahead of Brian. Brian 4.5 ahead of Art. Art 4 ahead of Dave. Dave 5.4 ahead of Mike. Got a minute 30 to go. Drivers 90 seconds left. A minute 25 remains. So Martin now 4.5 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 4.1 on Brian. Brian 4.7 ahead of Art. Art 4.4 ahead of Dave. Dave 4.1 ahead of Mike. Marty White going 15-0 once again.
1 minute left.
You heard the man. We got a minute to go. Race leader down the back straight. Good teamwork, guys. 50 seconds remain. 5-0 to go. So Martin now 5 seconds out of Kevin. Kevin 4.4 up on Brian. Brian 6 seconds up on Art. Art 3.6 ahead of Dave. Dave 4.5 ahead of Mike. 35 seconds left. All right, 20 seconds to go. $15 seconds left. This battle is going to be Art and Dave about 3 seconds apart.
Rice cakes done. Martin White done. AJ Cardinale done. Leader done. Kevin Allen done. All drivers are finished.
And that will be a
Grasshopper
race.
done.
Martin White taking that one. Kevin Allen in the 2, BG in the 3, followed by Art, David, Mike, and Steve. Podium for that one will be Martin, Kevin, Brian.
The race is completed.
All right, so once again, Mike and Art, you guys will, same deal, Marshall Race 4.
Mark Humans.
All right, podium for that one, Martin, Kevin, Brian.
Ben Halverson.
All right, gonna need some turn marshals for this one, please. Get the
Ken
rest of my
Parchan.
group. This is 17.5 two-wheel drive buggy sportsman on track in warm-up. All right, let's get our marshals out here, please.
Pac-Man.
That'll be Martin, Kevin, Brian, David, and Steve. Cool, got Marty, I got Dave, I got Steve. Got BG. All right, I may need one, maybe one more to the left side to help out Kevin. All right, lineup for this one is going to be Mark on the number 1, Theo number 2, Paxton number 3, and Ben number 4. All right, humans getting lined up here. All right, guys, grid is good. Drivers, best of luck. We are going racing in less than 5. Here we go. So humans with the bad start falling back. Getting 1 spot back already. 2 spots back already. All right, 20 seconds in. Theo Lynn out front. Got Mustard on top of the leaderboard. Green car in the 2 spot. Mayonnaise in the 3. And Blueberry in the 4. That Blueberry moving up to the 3 spot. 35 seconds in, 4:25 to go. Right now, Theo Lynn 1.4 ahead of Mark. Mark 2.1 ahead of Pac-Man. Pac-Man 1.4 ahead of Ben. 50 seconds in. 55 seconds down, 4:05 remaining.
4 minutes left.
All right, Theo Lynn going 17-0. Way to go. Oh, 16-8, doing great. Right now, Theo Lynn 3 seconds up on Mark. Oh, careful on the back straight. Careful on the back straight. That car is dead. Oh, man. I wonder what that is. Maybe dead battery? Minute 30 down, 3:30 to go. .140 down, 3:20 to go. Theo Lynn out front. Gap between himself and Mark now, .8. Looks like Pac-Man back in action. Not sure what happened to that ride, but it looks to be working again. That's good.
3 minutes left.
2:05 down, 2:55 remains. All right, 2:15 down, 2:45 remaining. Theo, Mark, Ben, Pac-Man, your full running order so far. Oh, humans a little impact there. Decent lap. Going 16.8. So right now, Theo and Mark, 3.9 is the gap. Guy Humans, 3.5 ahead of Halverson. Halverson a lap up on Cassidy, but Cassidy going fast lap, 16.7. Let's see what he can do with the rest of this one. 2:15 to go, drivers. Theo going 16.8 that time by, driving the yellow ride.
2
Humans
minutes
driving
left.
the green, about 4 seconds back. This time around, Humans clocking in 7 ahead of Halverson. And Halverson right now about 14 ahead of Cassidy. Cassidy is moving though. Yeah, a minute 40 to go, drivers. All right, a minute 35 remains. Buck 25 to go. Theo now almost 6 seconds ahead. Guy Humans this time around, 5.6 ahead of Halverson. Halverson about 13 ahead of Cassidy. Got a minute 10 to go, drivers. $105 left in this one.
1 minute left.
You heard the man, 1 minute to go. Oh, careful up front. $45 seconds remain, drivers. Thielen, 4.7 ahead of Mark Humans. Mark 7 seconds up on Ben. 35 seconds remain, drivers. $25 seconds to go. Oh, careful up front, careful up front. 10 seconds left. This is race number 3 on track. We're going intermediate up next.
Mark Humans done. Pac-Man done. Ben Halverson done.
One more car,
All drivers
and
are
that
finished.
will be a
10
race.
quartet done.
So we got Theo Lynn taking down the W, Mark in the 2, and Ben will take that final podium spot. Pac-Man putting in a good effort there. Had a bit of an unscheduled pit stop, but he did get
The
fastest
race is
lap.
completed.
All right, folks, up next is intermediate. Podium for this one, Theo, Mark, and Ben. All right, this is 17.5 intermediate. Art and Mike, I will need your help for this one, please.
Ryan R. Randall. Jimmy Blackwell. Greg DeVoe.
All
Ryan
right, I'm going to need my drivers from the last one. Also going to need Mike and Art.
Vanders. Carter Garcia. George Laxon. Austin Church. John Milio.
All right, going to need a little help for this one, guys. Y'all my drivers from that last race. Yeah, we'll do the sportsman podium after
Ryan
this,
Cassidy.
I guess. Pac-Man to your right. Thank you, sir. Oh. Hey, Theo's got you. Hey, Theo, there's a car right in front of you. All right, guys, let's line them up on the back straight. It's going to be Jimmy on the 1, Ryan on the 2, Brandon on the 3, Merck on the 4, John on the 5, George 6, Carter 7, Cassidy 8, Greg 9, Austin 10. Let's get Merck. No, that's Anders. Anders on the 3. It looks like a backwards E. There we go. All right. Grid is looking good. Driver's best of luck. Marshall's best of luck. We're going racing in less than 5. Here we go. Restart. Let's get back to the grid. All right, so get you guys back to your starting spots. All right, take number 2. Drivers ready? We're going in less than 5. Here we go. Oh, Jimmy upside down. A little bit of a pile up here in the cinnamon roll. Oh, we got Ryan Randall out front, Emilio up to the 2, Merck in the 3, followed by Cassidy. Long race ahead, guys. Got 35 seconds down. Ryan just ahead of Brian. Just ahead of Brian. 45 seconds in, 4:15 to go. Ryan Randall driving that silver car. Got Merck right behind him. And now he's got Merck right in front of him. Brian Merck of Merck FX holding it down out front. Careful, back straight, back straight. Back straight, back straight towards the end, right in the middle. Oh, a little trouble for your leader. And that is going to put Ryan Randall back to the front. Ryan going 16-1 that time around. So Ryan, 1.9 ahead of Brian. Brian, point something ahead of Brian. Battle of the Bryans here. Cassidy versus Merck down the back straight. Minute 30 down, 3:30 remains. Oh, Cassidy going a little wide, starting to feel the pressure here. Merck just staying nice and calm right there. Minute 35 in, 3:15 to go. $1.50 down, 3:10 to go. Ryan Randall out front. Oh, Cassidy a little wide there, allowing Merck through. So Merck up to the 2 spot. Cassidy 3, followed by Emilio, then Blackwell. Laxon, trouble at the front double. Careful at the front double, guys. 2:10 down, 2:50 remains. All right, we got 2:20 down, 2:40 to go. It's Ryan, Brian, John, Jimmy, George, Carter, Greg, Austin, Brandon, your full running order. 2:30 down, drivers, 2:30 to go. Oh, silver car is your race leader. Second place going to be the yellow, silver, and white. Third place is going to be the multicolored maroon, purple, blue. Fourth place car right behind them, the green and orange. Orange and green machine. Got 2:50 down, 2:10 to go. Careful on the left side, guys. Careful on the left. That is clear.
2 minutes left.
2 minutes to go. Right now, Ryan Randall 3.7 ahead of Merck. Merck 1.6 ahead of Cassidy. Got Cassidy 0.7 out of Blackwell. Trouble there on the left. Right. 1:45 remaining. Oh, a little roll there for Cassidy. That's going to allow Blackwell up to the 3. Cassidy going no top. Getting ready for the beach. Want to know what kind of beach Brian goes to? I digress. Minute 20 remaining. Jimmy Blackwell going 15-6 last time around, backing it up with a 15-8. So right now, Randall 4.3 ahead of Merck. Merck is 4 seconds ahead of Blackwell. Blackwell 1.8 ahead of Cassidy. Cassidy 1.9 ahead of Garcia. Garcia 2.9 up on Laxon. Laxon half a second ahead of Tebow. Yeah, 55 seconds left, drivers. 45 seconds remain. All right, 35 seconds left. So Ryan 4.2 ahead of Brian. Brian 3.6 ahead of Jimmy. Jimmy 3 ahead of Brian. Careful, back straight, go wide. Back straight, go wide. Wide, 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 wide. Yeah, well. Yeah, 5 seconds to go, drivers.
George Laxon done. Carter Garcia done. Ryan R. Randall done. Brian Merck done. Jimmy Blackwell done. Greg Tebow done. Austin Church done. Brian Cassidy done. Banders done.
All right, well.
All drivers are finished.
Looks to be a race.
The race is
It'll be
completed.
Ryan Randall taking the victory here. Brian Merck in the 2, Jimmy in the 3. So Ryan, Brian, Jimmy, grab your cars, head to the podium. Also, if I can get Theo, Mark, and Ben, get the sportsman podium shot done. All right, moving on to race number 5, Expert 17-5. Kevin, Martin, Brian, Trevor, Jeff, Andrew, David, and Steve.
Kevin Allen. Martin White. Andrew Newell. Trevor Hughes. Too Soon Jr. Rice Cakes. Steve Lund. Grasshopper.
All right, gonna need my drivers from that last race. Come on out and marshal, please. There were plenty of you. I'm looking for John, Austin, Brandon, Greg, Carter, George, Brian, Jimmy, Brian, Ryan. Need a little help on the left? Help on the left? Need a little help on the left, guys? Should have plenty of drivers from that last race.
I let you by thinking you were laughing me. Yeah.
I need some help marshaling this one. Looking for drivers from that last race. I need help on the left. Ryan, let's get you at the T. The T. All right, lineup for this one. Kevin 1, Martin 2, Brian 3, Trevor 4, Jeff 5, Andrew 6, David 7, Steve 8. All right, grid is set, drivers ready. This is Expert 17-5, and we'll be racing in less than 5. Here we go. All right, top four already starting to break away just a little. Kevin, Martin, Brian, Trevor, your top four cars. Got Steve in the 5 spot, followed by David, Jeff, and Andrew. Oh, a little trouble there for a couple of our runners. It's like BG and Martin getting together. Oh, Kevin Allen now. Yeah, it was a little bit of a gap to work with, 1.6 ahead of Trevor. Trevor 2.4 ahead of Steve. Steve 1.4 ahead of Martin. Oh, trouble there for Trevor. Marshall gets him back on before the third place car gets there. Got 4:15 to go. Kevin going 15.5 that time by. He's now 4 seconds up on Trevor. Trevor 4/10 up on Steve, who's 4/10 up on Marty. Marty putting the pressure on. Wow, threading the needle there. Twice.
4 minutes left.
105 down, 3:55 to go. All right, 1:15 down, 3:45 remaining. Kevin Allen all by himself out front. Careful in the cinnamon roll. A minute 25 down, 3:35 to go. All right, now Kevin 3.4 ahead of Martin. Martin is 1.2 ahead of Trevor. Trevor 0.7 ahead of Steve. 1.4 ahead of Jeff. Jeff 1.7 ahead of Dave. Dave 0.4 ahead of Brian. Other way around now, perhaps. 1:45 down, 3:15 remains. Oh, careful up front, guys. Got a minute 55 down, 3:05 remaining. This time around, we got Allen 3.2 ahead of White. White 2 ahead of Hughes. Hughes 2.2 ahead of Steve. Steve 1.8 ahead of Brian. Brian 0.7 ahead of Dave. Dave 0.2 ahead. Well, other way around now. Jeff ahead of Dave. And they're just ahead of Andrew. Got 2:15 down, 2:45 remaining. Kevin Allen 2.8 ahead of Martin. Martin 2.4 ahead of Trevor. Trevor, see at the line this time around. 4 seconds ahead of Brian, who is 0.7 ahead of Steve. Steve 0.6 ahead of Jeff. Jeff 1.3 ahead of Dave. Dave 0.7 ahead of Andrew. Race leader now making his way over the rollers, driving the yellow and white. Got 2:50 down, 2:10 to go, and Andrew, a bit of an unscheduled pit stop there, having to repair some body damage.
2 minutes left.
Right now, we got Kevin Allen last time by 15:0. Martin White's fast lap also 15:0. They are 3.7 seconds apart. Actually, 2.4 this time around. Martin closing the gap. So Kevin Allen driving the yellow and white, making his way over that final double and down the back straight. Minute 35 remains in this one. So Kevin 2.3 ahead of Martin. Martin is 3.2 ahead of Trevor. Trevor 4.8 ahead of Brian. Got minute 25 to go. Race leader down the back straight. He'll be coming up on Bixler and Leung next. A minute 15 remains. Martin White going 14.9. He's pushing. 14.8 that time by 1.1 back of your race leader. Leader's coming up on
1 minute
Bixler
left.
and Leung. 55 seconds to go. All right, so careful guys. 40 seconds left, careful in the cinnamon roll. Allen down the back straight. This time by gap between himself and Marty, 1 second. 30 seconds remain. Oh, Martin with a roll. That's gonna give Kevin a bit more breathing room. 25 seconds left. 15 seconds. Guys might get one more. Gonna be close. 10 seconds to go. Looks like they should. 5 seconds. Allen crosses the line. White crosses the line. Gap 1.1. Time has expired. When you
Andrew
cross, you'll be
done.
done. Race to the line, drivers.
Trevor Hughes done.
Oh, Martin falls a little bit short there.
Rice cakes done.
And
Too
Kevin
soon,
Allen
done.
crosses the line, taking
Allen
down the W.
Martin White done. All drivers are finished.
And that will be a
Grasshopper
race.
done.
Kevin
Steve
Allen
Lowe
going
done.
20 laps here in the main event. Martin White in the 2 spot and Trevor Hughes on the podium going number 3. Got Brian Gross in the 4, followed by Jeff David, Stephen Andrew.
The race is completed.
All right, race number 6, that is Sportsman 21-5. All right, podium for this one, Kevin, Martin, Trevor. Please grab your rides and head to the podium.
Mark Humans. 10 car Ted. Ben Halverson.
All right, I may need some help turn marshaling this one, please. Get all my drivers from that previous group. If a couple of you guys want to marshal 21-5 expert, that's fine.
George Laxon.
But I will need full coverage for
Pac-Man.
this one. All right, folks, let's line them up. We're going to put Mark Humans on the number 1, George on the 2, Paxton 3, Theo 4, Ben 5. All right, grid is good. This is 21-5 Sportsman Buggy. We're going racing in less than 5. All right, Humans leading them off. Oh, a little trouble for Humans, trouble for Cassidy, trouble for Lynn. Oh, geez. Hang on. Hashtag never lift. 25 seconds in. Right now it's Humans out front being trailed by Cassidy, Lynn, and we got George there. Ooh, Pac-Man to the top. Oh, a little contact. Oh, hold on. Hold on, Theo. Gotta wait for Paxton. It's going to be George Laxon out front. Pac-Man in the 2. Keep it smooth. Theo in the 3. Followed by Mark and Ben. 1 minute down. 4 minutes,
4 minutes left.
Oh, one down in the cinnamon roll. Yeah, minute 15 down, 3:45 left. George Laxon out front. Got Mark Humans in the 2 spot, just ahead of Theo. So George all by himself out front, 4.4 seconds ahead of that second spot battle. So this time by 4.8, the gap between George and Mark. Mark is 0.6 ahead of Theo. Theo 3 seconds ahead of Ben. Actually, Theo 6 seconds ahead of Ben. Ben 1 second ahead of Pac-Man. Got a $1:45 down, 3:15 to go. George Laxon continuing to lead. Driving the blue on white. A little trouble for Ben
3
here.
minutes left.
So we got 2:05 down, 2:55 remaining. George now 5 up on Mark. Mark 1.5 ahead of Theo. Theo 6 ahead of Paxton. Paxton 2 ahead of Ben. Yeah, 220 down, 240 to go. So the blue, and white is your race leader. Good teamwork. Other side. Oh, okay. 240 down, 220 to go. Yeah, George 3.2 ahead of Mark. Mark 3 ahead of Theo. Theo 12 ahead of Ben. Ben 3 ahead of Pac-Man. Yeah, 2 minutes left,
2
drivers.
minutes left.
George, Mark, Theo, Ben, and Pac-Man. Your current running order. 1:45 left. We got our 21.5 expert class coming up next. Mark Human's pulling in fast lap there. 16.4. That puts him 1.8 behind your leader. So your lead battle going to be the blue, white versus the magenta. Down the back straight they go. 1.9 the gap with $1.25 to go. Your lead battle making their way in front of the driver's stand. Up the ladder, down the ladder, around the bend, and to the back straight. Minute 10 remains, 70 seconds left. Just over a minute, drivers, 4 minutes in.
1 minute left.
Yeah, George 1.8 ahead of Mark. Mark is 10 ahead of Theo. Theo 13 ahead of Paxton. Paxton 7 ahead of Ben. 45 seconds remain, drivers. $35 seconds left. George now 4.5 up on Mark. $25 seconds left. Careful in the cinnamon roll. $15 seconds, drivers. $5 seconds.
Mark Humans done. Pac-Man done. Ten Quartet done. George Laxon done.
All
All
right,
drivers
that'll be a
are
race,
finished.
guys. It's going to be George
Ben
Laxon with the
Halverson
W,
done.
Mark in the 2, Theo on the podium in the 3. Paxton taking the 4, and Ben taking the 5. All right, that will conclude Sportsman 21.5.
The race is
We
complete.
will now be lining up for 21.5 Expert.
Too Soon Jr., AJ Cardinale, Andrew Newell, Ryan R. Randall, John Millio, Jimmy Blackwell.
Careful in the cinnamon roll, guys.
Nelson B.
All right, may need all my drivers from that last race. Maybe some extras from Expert too. Need a little help from that last race, please. Need you guys to the track. Hey, Church, can I borrow you for this one? Let me get you on the left side, please. All right, lineup for this one. We're going to put Jeff on the 1, Andrew 2, Art 3, Nelson 4, Ryan 5, Jimmy 6, John 7. This is 21-5 expert. All right, grid is good. Drivers, best of luck. We are racing in less than 5. Hey, Theo, what you doing? Jeff Miranda out front. We got Art Cardinale right there with him. Nelson in the 3 spot. 25 seconds in. All right, Jeff now 0.3 ahead of Art. Art is 1 second ahead of Nelson. Nelson 0.9 ahead of Jimmy. Jimmy about 3 up on Andrew. Andrew half a second ahead of John. Actually, Ryan. Careful back straight, guys. That is clear. We got 50 seconds in, 4:10 to go.
Four minutes left.
All right, let's see. Leader down the back straight. 1.1 ahead of Nelson. Nelson is 0.8 ahead of Art. Art 2.5 ahead of Andrew. Andrew 0.7 ahead of Jimmy. Jimmy 0.7 ahead of Ryan. We got 3:45 remaining. Leader crosses line once again. 0.9 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 0.9 ahead of Art. Art 1.8 ahead of Andrew. Andrew holding down fast lap now. 15-4. He's looking for more. $1.35 down, 3:25 left. Miranda 1.2 on B. B 2 seconds ahead of Noel. Noel half a second ahead of Cardinale. Cardinale 2.5 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 0.5 ahead of Jimmy. 3:10 remains. Nelson going 15-8 that time around. 1 second behind the leader.
3 minutes
Noel
left.
just 2 seconds out of second spot. Oh. Middle. 2:15 down, 2:45 to go. $2.25 down, 2:35 remaining. So gap between Jeff and Nelson now 1.5. Got about 5 seconds between Nelson and Andrew. Andrew 2 seconds ahead of Art, who's 2.8 ahead of Jimmy. Jimmy 1 second ahead of Ryan. And Ryan 10 up on John. Got 2:15 remaining. This is 21-5, the expert division. Race number 7 on track. All right,
2 minutes
2
left.
minutes left. Minute 50 to go. Miranda 0.2 ahead of B last time around. Neck and neck. 1:40 to go. Battle for the lead, making its way up the ladder, down the ladder, around the bend over that final double, down the back straight, and into that chicane. Jeff half a second ahead of Nelson. Nelson 5 up on Andrew. Andrew 2.2 ahead of Art. Minute 15 remaining, 75 seconds left. Gap still 0.5 between our leaders. Race leaders up the ladder one more time. We got just about a minute.
1 minute left.
Down the back straight they go. Gap still the same, 0.5. Oh, Nelson making up some time here through that chicane. He is closed in on the race leader, putting some pressure on him. 45 seconds remain. Race leaders down the back straight, 0.185 now the gap. 35 seconds left. Battle for the lead rages on over that front double, up the ladder again. 25 seconds to go. They make their way down the back straight. 20 seconds left. Blue car versus copper and black. That's the battle to watch. Up the ladder once again. Over that final double. Down the back straight, 0.2 the gap. Nelson going a 15-6. Closing in a hurry there. Having to back off just a bit. 2 seconds left. Race to the line, drivers.
Ryan R. Randall done.
Ah, Nelson grabbing the step on the ladder there.
Too soon Jr. done.
So Jeff Miranda will take down a hard-fought
Nelson B.
W.
done.
B in the
Jimmy
two.
Blackwell
Got a
done.
few more to go. A few more to go.
AJ Cardinale done.
And
All
that'll be a
drivers are
race. So it
finished.
looks like Cardinale making it
Andrew
onto
Newell
the
done.
podium there. So Jeff, Nelson, and Art will be the podium here, followed by Andrew, Jimmy, Ryan, and John.
The race is completed.
All right, that is the conclusion of 21.5 Expert. Hey, we got Nelson back-to-back. Can we do this podium after? We'll do 21.5 podium right after this one.
Rice Cakes. Steve Loom. Leader.
All right. Yeah, I need some turn marshaling assistance here.
Mark Humans. Nelson B. David Newell.
All right, let's get all of our turn marshals out here. We got Jimmy, a guy, Andrew. We got somebody in the corner here. All right, if you just raced, I will
George
need you on
Lapson.
track. That'll be John, Ryan, Jimmy, Andrew, Art, Nelson, Jeff. I'm going to need your help, guys. Just got one more race, guys. One more race. Careful, last double, guys. Last double. Be careful. All right, I need a little help on the left. Who am I missing? Where's Ryan? Where is Ryan?
Ryan.
Randall, you got Marshall.
Chop, chop, boy.
All right, BG on the 1 spot. Nelson on the 2. Hughes on the 3. Null 4. Leong 5. Laxton 6. Human 7. Theo? No Theo. Okay. Drivers, we got ourselves a grid, and we'll be racing in less than 5. Good luck. Ah, man, Nelson launching it. Yeah, a little bit of a cluster. So BG out front. Yeah, battle here, Noel versus Hughes. making their way down the back straight. Oh, careful on the back straight, guys. Go wide, go wide. 45 seconds in, 4:15 to go. Gross down the back straight. Driving to yellow, orange, and blue. Yes, it's true. So we got Brian Gross 6.4 ahead of Mike Hughes. Mike 1.4 ahead of Steve.
4 minutes
Steve,
left.
1.6 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 0.6 ahead of Dave. Dave 1.1 ahead of George. George 2 ahead of Mark. Ooh, Nelson cutting the fast guy line there. Minute 15 down, 3:45 left. Careful with the rollers, guys. Careful with the rollers. The race leader's coming up on some traffic here. That is going to be yellow, orange, and blue. Minute 35 down, 3:25 to go. Brian, Mike, Steve, followed by Nelson, George, David, Mark. Careful back straight, go wide. Clear. That looks like a little trouble for Hughes. I'll put Leung up to the 2 spot. These guys got Nelson closing in on them. Man, we got 2 minutes down.
3 minutes left.
Right now, Brian, 9 seconds up on the field. Make that 11. Got Steve 1.1 ahead of Mike. Mike 0.3 ahead of Nelson. 2:50 to go, drivers. Battle to watch right now is going to be yellow versus blue. Don't get confused, guys. Got Leung and Hughes using the same can of paint. Whoa. Little bicycle motion. A little trouble there for Hughes. Nelson putting his foot in the door. Hughes getting it back. Over the back double. And it looks like Nelson taking the spot. 2:45 in, 2:15 to go. Right now, Leung in the 2 just ahead of Nelson, just ahead of Mike, just ahead of the race leader. We got just over 2 minutes to go. Nelson closing in on second place
2 minutes
there.
left.
So we got blueberry sandwich there for the 2 spot. 1:50 to go. Oh, Nelson lets Hughes by. Now Hughes gonna try to have a run at Steve. 1:40 remains. Oh, hold on, Mike. Gotta wait for Steve. Okay. 1:30 to go. Battle for the 2 still rages on. Oh, Steve flips it. Oh, no, that's Mike who flipped it. Steve. Not one of those guys flipped it. Yellow truck. 1:10 to go, drivers. Yellow versus blue. Oh, Steve with the bicycle. Hughes is looking to pounce. Got just over a minute, drivers.
1 minute left.
Battle to watch. Yellow versus blue. Whoa, Hughes threads the needle there. Down the back straight they go. 50 seconds left. 5:0 to go. Yellow versus blue. Still very much a battle here. Oh, they're close. 40 seconds left. Mike versus Steve versus Nelson. Battle to watch right now. 30 seconds left. Oh, Hughes a little bicycle motion. Keeps a hold of it. 20 seconds to go. Down the back straight they go. Right now, Mike 0.7 ahead of Steve. Steve 0.9 ahead of Nelson. 13 seconds left. They may get by for one more lap. Mike Hughes takes the tumble. Steve takes the spot. They make their way over that last double. 4 seconds left. Down the back straight they go. One more lap. Oh, in trouble there for that is going to be Steve on his lid. Nelson
Bryce
putting
Cakes
some pressure on Hughes.
George
Eats a
Laxon
dot.
done.
They're making their way up the ladder.
David Moore
down
done.
the ladder. Over
Mark
this
Humans
final
done.
double. And down the back straight.
Leader
It's going to
done.
be Hughes taking
Nelson
the 2
B
spot
done.
just ahead of B and
All
Leung.
drivers are finished.
The crowd goes
Steve Lowe
wild.
done.
A robust round of applause. All right, folks. Brian Gross taking down the W1 truck in decisive fashion. Hughes will take the 2 spot. And final truck on the podium will be Nelson B. All right, Brian, Mike, and Nelson, podium for Stadium Truck. If we can also get the 21.5 podium, that will be Jeff, Nelson, and Art. All right, folks, thank you all for coming out. I'll conclude tonight's racing. My buddy Ron Watson, if you're watching, we love you, brother. Hope you enjoyed the show. Remember, guys, we got On-Road this weekend. If you want to come check it out, it'll be happening on Sunday. All right, that concludes Friday Night Racing. Thank you once again for coming out.
The race